Okay. Hello, everybody. Checker, checker. Can y'all hear me? Hello, everybody. Welcome to DDTS episode 802, live episode. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all are doing good. We are going to be doing this live for about an hour. It is 2:22, and we should be getting done at 3:22 or whenever we're going to get done. I just want to say thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and do not forget to subscribe. Today, we got a show for y'all today, and I have so many things that I would like to talk about and that I would like to share with y'all. A lot of this is not on the thumbnail because all of it wouldn't be able to fit on the thumbnail. But we're gonna try to fit this in, all the stuff in that we're going to elaborate on today. So if you have not yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos uploaded. Coffee. So let's go ahead and get into this. So if you're wondering what this is, yesterday I achieved a goal on July the 14th, 2026. I got an email and it said that I got to 700 subscribers. Cause let me be honest with y'all, I was sitting at 699 for a very long time. Not too long, but for a great amount of time. And I was like, I have to make this video. I did a video. I posted it on TikTok first. Then I shared it on YouTube, which I didn't tag anybody, which I noticed that I didn't. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all. I want to thank you all because if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no me. It wouldn't be no 700 subscribers. Hey, from the SIP, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome to the live. I want to give a special thank you to you because you is one of the ones that has always given me so much advice, great tips in moderation, inspiration, and everything. And I really want to thank you from the SIP. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, shit. Who is that? Oh, they kept going. I'm sorry, y'all. I had got caught up in the moment. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you from the SIP. I truly appreciate it. I wanted to share this first before I get into today's topic. I have a lot of stuff that I would like to share and that we're going to be talk about today. And I even got my note phone right here. This is my phone where I keep my notes at. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for all the love, the support, the guidance, and everything. So yes, thank you. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Today we're going to be talking about Tyler Perry accuser, and we're going to be talking about an update on the Nolan Wells case that the coach is speaking out on TMZ. He did a TMZ interview yesterday, and it is alleged, and he had the nerve to say that he don't think race played a factor in this scenario. Vegan Kings, hey bro, hey Vegan Kings, how you doing? From the SIP says, keep putting in the work. Thank you. I'm sure am. I'm gonna keep putting in this work. I'm definitely am. I'm gonna keep putting in the work. I'm gonna keep vibing. I'm gonna keep doing everything. Keep being consistent because consistency is key. Thank you. Vegan King says, congratulations. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I cannot I cannot forget the peoples that have helped me. And I will never forget Vegan Kings. You actually gave me some great tips and advice as well and guidance. So I will not forget that. And I want to thank you most definitely. Thank you so much. You say you need 300 more. Yes, I do. I need 300 more. But slowly but surely, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Keep going. Hold up, y'all. Hey. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And thank you from the SIP. I'm definitely going to keep putting in that work. Thank you, everyone. I want to make sure I don't skip nobody. From the SIP says, you almost there. Yes, I'm almost there. I'm so overwhelmed, y'all. I'm so overwhelmed. I have so much faith and I have so much confidence in myself. And I want to thank y'all for giving me the faith and confidence because without y'all, it wouldn't be no me. I would never forget the peoples. I would never forget the support, the love that was, you know, given to me. And I, for surely, I got this. And I never forget you. Thank you, Vegan Kings. Inbox me on Instagrams when you need me. And thank you so much. So, are we ready to get into today's show? We ready to get into today's show? Let's get into it. Let's get into today's show. Come on, y'all. Now, like I said, I was not able to fit all of this on the thumbnail, but I'm just going to work it all in when we talk about it, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, what do we want to talk about first? Do we want to talk about the black coach speaking out on Nolan Wells' case, or do we want to talk about Tyler Perry, or do we want to talk about the investigators still not doing their job trying to help find out what's going on with Nolan Wells? So I want to ask the audience, I want to ask you guys, what are we want to talk about first? I'm gonna let y'all decide. What should we talk about first? Tyler Perry scandal, the coach in Nolan Wells situation, or do we want to talk about the family, Nolan Wells' family, his parents getting a runaround? Anything. Okay. Thank you. Thank you from the SIP. So we definitely going to get into it. Jesus loves you. Thank you. So we're going to talk about anything. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Oh, and Lil Boosie. We're going to talk about Lil Boosie too. That he allegedly, like I saw this, actually from the SIP. I got this, you shared you shared that with me on your post, and I just want to let you know, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I actually saw it on Neighborhood Talks not too long ago, and I said, you know what, let me fit that in as well. I want to elaborate on that as well. I hope that was okay. I just want you all to know I don't want you all to think that I'm taking anybody ideals, because I would not do that. I would like to give people their credit when it's due and give people, their notifications before I do anything like that. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into it. I don't know who you is. Who is this? Thank you, Vegan Kings. Vegan King says you always give credit. Thank you. I do my best to. I try my best. Thank you. I'ma always do that for everyone. I don't feel right just, doing my thing and not giving people their flowers. I'm always gonna do that when I can. You're gonna get the 1,000 subscribers in a few days. Okay. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get into this topic. Okay. Let me change my thing. Now, if you're wondering who this person is the coach of Nolan Wells, football coach or some other type of coach. Now, he did a TMZ interview with the TMZ peoples. Now, if y'all have followed the story, please, you have a right, you have an opinion, you have a right to voice your opinion if I forget anything about this situation. Now, it is alleged that I saw on this video that this coach right here was interviewed by TMZ live. The coach said, in his quote unquote, coach said that he do not think that racial played any parts of his situation or of his demise. He don't think racism or anything racial played any part in Nolan Wells' demise or situation or him being unalived. And I'm like, now wait a minute. I had to think about it. I said, wait a minute. So you trying to tell me, you, sir, as a black man, as a black American, as a person that was Nolan Wells' coach, you trying to tell me nothing related to race had anything to do with Nolan Wells' demise and his unaliving? Because if you, sir, are saying that and you had the audacity and the caucasity to think and say something like that, then that makes me look at you sideways. That makes me look at you like a different type of way. It makes me look at you like, are you even on our side? Are you scared? Did somebody tell you something? Are you affiliated with the other side of the community that's not ours? Because to me, it's given I'm with somebody of the other community and I'm not going to disappoint them or this and that and the third. From the SIP says, like, comment, subscribe to all things the Andre Dobbs. So thank you from the SIP. And you also says, I feel like race plays a factor in a lot of things. It goes so deep. Yes, that's exactly right. Race does play a deep factor in a lot of things. And I agree with you from the SIP. And I also will say that I know for a fact that race played a part in Nolan Wells' demise. I know race played a part in his unaliving. I know race played a part in what happened to him and many other people. Because not only Nolan Wells went through this, other people, soon as Nolan Wells' case happened, soon as this happened to Nolan Wells, a week later, you have other people's this is happening to. You have other black kids, other black young adults, other black peoples of the black community. This is happening too because of peoples of the other community is doing this to them. So you're not going to tell me, ain't nobody going to tell me that race did not play a big factor in this whole scenario. Race does play a big factor, and race is a big problem. Racism is still happening today. And the fact that this has happened to Nolan Wells and to many other peoples, and the fact that other peoples of other communities are trying to cover it up like it ain't nothing happened, like it ain't nothing serious. It is serious. And peoples wonder why we are upset. Peoples wonder why we are so angry. Peoples wonder why we always have an attitude, because damn it, we are tired of this happening to us. If we stand up for ourselves, we end up getting underlined. We end up facing the consequences. We end up getting demised if we stand up for ourselves. When we don't stand up for ourselves, you know what that does? That gives them and other peoples of the other communities something to talk about. They make fun of us. So what do you want us to do at this point? What do you want us to do? Like, come on now. And this coach that's saying that he don't believe race played a factor up in this basically tells me, did something get your tongue? Is somebody scaring him or something like that? Like, come on now. Yes. Justice for the family. Yes, yes, indeed, from the SIP. Lou, I don't want to mispronounce your name, but was that a thank you from the SIP or whoever did that? I don't know. Was that a troll? Was that a troll? From the SIP, is this another troll? But yes, that's exactly that is exactly how I feel about this situation. You know, race plays a big factor into everything. Just like the other day, I seen something else. It was this soldier or this big old, it was this white, this person of another community, excuse me, that said to this black lady, that told this black lady, from the SIP says, like I said, race definitely plays a factor in the situation. Exactly, it does. Because let me tell you something. It was this guy that I saw on Neighborhood Talks. It was an article about him saying that he was arrested or something like that, and he told this black woman that he wanted to have biracial babies with her. I'm like, what in the world? This man of the other community told this black girl that he wants to have biracial babies with her. That tells me they are really obsessed with us. Why are they obsessed with us? What we be minding our business, they be messing with us. From the SIP says, trolls, keep it coming. I got you. Yeah, y'all keep coming. Keep coming over here. Because I'm still going to speak my piece. I'm still going to speak my shit. I'm going to still speak and say what I have to say. So keep bringing y'all asses over here so y'all can keep getting timed out, so y'all can keep getting blocked. I got time today. Like I said, they are obsessed with us. And we don't even have to be obsessed with them. They keep messing with us. And they wonder why we keep doing the shit and going through the shit that we do, because they messing with us. Shit, this is 400 years should be done, but it feels like they still want to just, dang. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. From the SIP says, thanks for the engagement too. It's greatly appreciated. You are very welcome from the SIP. Like I said, I got you. I got you. Shit, you is my greatest friend. And I'm gonna support you regardless of the fact. You know, if we ever, which we barely do, get into a disagreement, like we have a conversation and we disagree on something, whether we right or wrong, whether one of us right or wrong, I'm still gonna hang with you. I'm still gonna be cool with you. You still gonna be my friend, because at the end of the day, all we gotta do is have a conversation and discuss what went wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still ride with you. I'm still ride with you regardless, and you are very welcome. I love to support, and I'm gonna always engage and support. That was for the trolls. Thank you. Yes, that was for the trolls. Like, exactly. Like, I'm just being honest. But let's finish talking about this topic. I'm trying not to get sidetracked, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Now, I want to talk about this as well. I want to talk about this. It says update. Nolan Wells' parents say investigators are keeping them in the dark as they continue to seek answers about their 18-year-old son's death. The family says they have to contact investigators themselves for updates and feel they have been given very little information as the investigates investigation remains ongoing. And this is when I say it is something that these investigators are hiding. And I'm so glad that Colin Kaepernick did what he did and paid that money to get a personal and autopsy done, because it is something that they keep trying to cover up. It is something that they don't want to be told. Listen, and what gets me, the coach, the coach has speaked out. The mama has speaked out. The daddy has speaked out. Everybody, out of everybody, the supporters, the activists, they spoke out on this Nolan Wells situation. The celebrities and everything. Everybody has spoken out, except his supposed to be friends. Everybody is getting interviewed and speaking out on this shit, except his supposed to be friends that did this to him. Like, why ain't they speaking out? It seems like to me they never did care, which they never did. They didn't care. They did this to him. I said what I said and I'ma stick to it. They did this to him. They did it. They was never his friends. And it's so much to go back from there. Like, this isn't the first time that he went to a place like that. He had other friends of our community. But those friends of our community, those are the only friends that paid tribute to him. Those are the only ones that paid tribute to him. Said wonderful, nice, amazing things about him. What happened to Nolan Wells should not have happened. I feel like, I ain't trying to blame nobody. I really feel if he would have just stayed with the peoples he knew that he could trust, that wouldn't even dare put him at harm's way, I really feel like he would be here today, and his family wouldn't have to go through this. So justice for his family. Now, I ain't trying to make it sound crazy. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying that our community, does not have these type of problems, but we have to be careful in our own community as well. But at the same time, I really feel if he would have just stayed with his family, his real friends, the peoples that have held him down, he would have still been here. He shouldn't have never went to that lake. He shouldn't have never went in the first place. Because those supposed to be friends, that was supposed to be his friends, they did it, and they are trying to cover themselves up. Because why have his phone? Why do that? And these investigators, they still hiding stuff because they know if they tell it, those supposed to be friends that did this to him, they gonna go down. And I bet you these investigators, they are on the pocket of his supposed to be friends' parents' payroll. I'm just gonna put it in that aspect. Justice for Nolan Wells' family, and I pray for justice for Nolan Wells. Now that's all I'm gonna say about that. And that's my honest opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. But that's how I see it. Now let's get on to this next topic. Now we're gonna be talking about Tyler Perry. It says, Tyler Perry claims accuser is using questions about his sexual orientation to force a settlement. Says he won't back down. Those questions have nothing to do with the case. So, Tyler Perry, the accuser. If you do not remember, I did a video on this plenty of times. This is Tyler Perry. This is Derek Dixon. Now, Derek Dixon tried to sue Tyler Perry for sexual harassment and other things for $262,000. And that other guy that played on Madea Boo 2, who was just standing there in the movie, an extra, he tried to sue Tyler Perry for $77,000. But remember, I did a video on that. If you remember, you remember. If you don't, you don't. But yeah. So it says Tyler Perry claims accuser is using questions about his sexual orientation to force a settlement. Says he won't back down. Those questions have nothing to do with the case. Well, I'm just gonna nip this into bud. Tyler, as much as I love you, Tyler Perry. I'm a big fan of yours. Have been for decades and decades and decades. And what you're doing for Nolan Wells is truly amazing. And all that you have done for TD Jake, truly amazing. Such a wonderful black man that you are, Tyler Perry. But this, I have got to say. I'm going to try not to be messy, and I'm going to try to keep it cute. But Tyler, sir, whether it's true or whether it's not true, I've done videos on this in the past. Go and watch them, you guys, if you have not. I looked at it for both sides. But Tyler, it seems like to me, sir, that in your shows and the stuff that you're doing now, I am so happy that you are putting LGBTQIA community scenes and that you're putting a lot of things regarding the LGBTQIA community, that you're putting a lot of our stuff in the TV. I'm so happy that you are a big supporter of our LGBTQIA community. I'm so happy that you are, sir. I'm happy. I love the things that you are putting on all the Queen's men. I love the things that you are putting on the Oval, Ruthless, this and that and the third. Hold on, y'all. Yes, like the live. Thank you from the SIP. And Bushwashers like the video. Yes. Yeah, y'all like the video. Y'all want to come in and stay for 2 minutes and then go out. Come on in, hit that like button. But back what I was saying, I love that Tyler Perry is putting all this in all the Queen's men. And the haves and the have-nots. The Oval. If loving you is wrong. Beauty and Black. I love it. But this the thing, Tyler, as much as we love you and are a fan of yours, honey, we've been we've been knowing what you like, Tyler. We know what you like. We know that you are basically telling on yourself and basically living out your fantasy. You can't live it out in real life because you're probably scared what people's going to say, which I don't care what people's going to say. But the fact of the matter is, you are, and he is putting everything that he has been wanting to do in reality in these shows. He's basically telling on himself, respectfully, what he wants done, what he loves. We know that you love the LGBTQ community. Hell, we know, Tyler, we know what you like. We know you like these light skins and these Latin and these other men of the community pretty on the eyes. I mean, we know you do, Tyler, but listen, live your truth. We are not going against you. I'm not going against you. I'm not talking against you. I'm just saying live your truth. Don't keep letting these individuals, because they are pretty on the eyes and because they got a good shape and good face of future, don't let them fool you. Don't let these other dudes and these other peoples fool you of the other communities, because it's not worth it. If you're going to get into something like that with somebody, get into it with somebody of your community, like me, someone that can relate to you, someone that knows what it's like to be black, to be a part of the LGBTQIA community, someone that knows what it's like to go through what we are going through, not someone that's, if you know, you know. And if I'm saying it in a wrong quotation, if y'all are taking it wrong, I apologize, but this is just my honest truth. I'd rather tell y'all the truth than to lie. I have no reason to lie to any of y'all. I have no reason to fill y'all heads up with lies. And I have receipts. Like I said, I've done videos on this particular subject in the past. And you can go on my YouTube channel if you have not. And if you have not subscribed, go on there. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Now, I feel like Derek Dixon right here, who played Dale on the Oval, because he's one of the stars from the Oval, and he was for Ruthless a couple of times. I feel like he is part of the community, and I really feel like this is a money grab. I said that before, and I say it again. It's a money grab, and I will say this: if Tyler Perry did this, he shouldn't have never done it. If he did it, a lot of people saying there was not Tyler Perry, there was Madea. Well, who knows? We was not there, but I don't know what to go with this. And that's another thing. Why in the world will this come out? Why in the world will this come out when all this is going on with Nolan Wells? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put this Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry for that interruption, but yes, that's how I really feel. And I really feel like it is more to this case than it is. But this is not the first time, and this isn't the first accuser. Tyler Perry got like 3 or 4 different accusers. One of them I thought was Christian Keys, because Christian Keys had out that it was this big multi-millionaire, this and that and the third, back in 2024, saying Christian Keys did a Instagram live talking about, oh, so I used to work for this multi-millionaire that wanted me to take off all my clothes. They wanted me to do this, do that, sexual acts, this and that, get naked, wanted me to bend over, this and that and the third. Some of the things that, Christian Keys was saying. And it got me thinking, was he referring to Tyler Perry allegedly, or was he referring to somebody else? If you don't know who Christian Keys is one of the producers and one of the writers for All the Queen's Men. All the Queen's Men is on its last season, and it is getting canceled after this season, which is the 5th season, because of a lot of shit that went down behind the scenes, or some of the stuff that was written in the show. Christian Keys said, allegedly and truly, that once he wrote the script for the first season, everything was good. But come the second season, you got people's using all types of objects and doing all these other type of stuff that he didn't expect to happen. He said allegedly that Tyler Perry stole his ideas and he rewrote all the stuff that he did. Christian Keys said allegedly that Tyler Perry rewrote everything that he had written to happen in the second season. That's what he allegedly said now. And if you don't believe me, he might not have said it in that way, but I keeps up with this stuff. And I have no reason to feed y'all any lies about that. And that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. But this right here is giving money grab. It's giving, I'm just trying to get my fantasy fulfilled. I'm just trying to give me a little piece of change. I'm just trying to dip in the cream. I'm just trying to dip in the swirl and the snow, whatever you want to call it. But no. You come out better being with somebody that can relate to you. Not somebody that can be with you temporarily. They don't want you for you. They just want you for your money. And I'm just going to put it in that aspect. Call it what you want, but that's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about that topic. So we're going to go ahead and get into the last topic. I think I'm doing good, but how I'm doing, y'all? How I'm doing? I don't want y'all to think I'm being offensive or nothing, because I ain't. I'm being honest. I'm going to go on and move out the way. This is the last topic that we're going to talk about. It says, well, Boosie reportedly paid 2 far-right political operators $600,000 after they claimed they could secure a Trump pardon for his federal gun case. He's now fighting to get his money back after the pardon never came through. Well. This ain't gonna take long. I'm just gonna say this. You can't blame the LGBTQIA community now for this. We ain't did nothing to you now. We of the LGBTQIA community, we ain't got nothing to do with this. You can't blame this on the LGBTQIA community. You can't blame this on the trans community. You can't blame this on anybody but yourself. And even though that I'm not a fan of any individual, I'm not a fan of Boosie, I'm not a fan of, the person on the top right. I'm not a fan of neither individual. But you should have known better to put all that money into something and into someone that does not look at you as an equal. You shouldn't even dare put all your might and all your money into an individual that does not like black peoples. I don't understand why you put all your money and all your might in a person that allegedly is part of the KKK administration. I don't understand why you thought that because you had that right amount of money that anything was gonna be different. Newsflash, you was not gonna get treated any different, and you was not gonna get that pardon at all. You, quite frankly, just wasted money, sir. I don't give a damn how much money you or anybody else got. That person and that other individual of the other community is going to always remind you, a black American, a black person, a person of the black community, who you are and who you were set out to be, a black person. I don't give a damn how much money you as a black person got. These peoples of the other community, they're going to always remind you who you are. They're going to always remind you what the color of your skin is. They're going to always remind you what your role in your life is. It does not matter how much you try to bleach your skin. It does not matter how much you try to get as much plastic surgery done and this and that and the third. They're going to always remind you that you will always be a black citizen, a black American, African American person. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it at that. That is your problem. You should have known not to put all your might and all your confidence in that anyway. But I will say that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, allegedly. That is a lot of money that you put into that campaign and that you put into that party. I really am hoping that this lawsuit goes the way that you want it to go, because you really messed up in the long run. Pretty much. Yeah. You did. So, I'm just gonna put it out. Don't you come up here. Don't you come up here. Get your ass from down here. You ain't even supposed to be down here. Get your ass from over here. Shit. But yeah, y'all. But that's going to be my topic, and that's my opinion about that. So before I close this episode down, yes, that's exactly what he gets from the SIP. From the SIP said that's what he get. Yes, that's exactly what he get. All that stuff of him talking negatively of the LGBTQIA community, the trans community, and him praising those scenes within what happened to Celia in the Color Purple, the new Color Purple, that's what he gets. All that money, all that cash stuff he's talked, that's what he get. That's his karma. Always remember, the way you treat a person can always affect you in the long run. Never talk down on a person, because you never know when you might need that person to back you up and have your back and help you. He talks so badly and illy of the LGBTQ community, but he does not know probably the biggest of the LGBTQIA community peoples are his fans, but he just don't know. But pretty much he just don't care. But that's what he gets. I think I covered every single topic that I wanted to talk about today. Let me make sure I did. And I did. I covered everything that there was to cover. But before I end this episode, is there anything anybody wants to say before I end this? I want to say thank y'all for coming in. Thank you from the SIP. Oh, thank you. That's right. Today is Wednesday. And tonight is Wind Down Wednesday, y'all. My best friend from the SIP. Tonight is another episode of Wind Down Wednesday. Don't y'all forget to come in and watch and have your wine and have everything. Today is Wind Down Wednesday. I am so excited. Don't forget to come back, y'all. Wind Down Wednesday. I'm just so excited. Don't forget to come in, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm going to be there. You know I'm going to be there. I might be a little late. But, well, hopefully I'm not late. Hopefully I'm not cooking. But I'm going to be there. You know I'm going to be there. You already know I'm going to be there. And I want to thank you for being here. But before I close this down, don't forget to come to Wind Down Wednesday tonight. Don't forget to come in and enjoy yourself. But before I go, I want to thank you from the SIP for coming in. Thank you, Vegan Kings. Thank you, the Bushwashers, the supporters, lovers, all around the world. Thank y'all for coming in. I don't care if you came in for 2 minutes and left out. Thank you for coming in and enjoying the show. But I really want to thank y'all for coming in. I want to thank y'all for letting me grace y'all phone screen, TV screens, all the screens of the world. Thank you so much for this. I truly appreciate it. So, with that being said, I'm about to go ahead and close this out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and do not forget to subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next episode of DDTS Live episode. And this was the episode of DDTS, episode 802. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget to come down to Wind Down Wednesday, y'all. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank you, and bye-bye. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you from the SIP, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm about to close it out now, and I'll see y'all soon. See you later from the SIP, and I will be at Wind Down Wednesday. And if you get time, message me, please, when we get off here. But I see you later on tonight. Bye, y'all.